What's up, Guardians? It's your boy Doodle from Doodles of Destiny, and today I want to share a quick loadout you can use in the K1 Revelation Master Lost Sector. But before I get into it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to receive Destiny 2 news, tricks and tips, and all sorts of Destiny 2 content. Now, in Season 15 being Season of the Lost, I would highly recommend taking advantage of the fusion rifle meta. Pairing any fusion rifle with the armor mod particle deconstruction will give you a huge advantage in any high content activity. Today's modifiers are Fire Pit Chaff, or Hive Acolytes spawn pools of fire when defeated and your radar is disabled, Void Burn, which increases the output damage of void weapons and abilities for you and your enemies by 50%, and Arc Shields, which can only be broken with a match-made weapon to the shield's element class or an anti-barrier weapon. Because the Lost Sector is Master difficulty, there will also be extra champions, shielded enemies, and match game enemies. The rewards dropping today are the exotic head armor, being the Mask of Bakris for the Hunters, the Precious Scars for the Titans, and the Dawn Cores for the Warlocks. There is also a chance of receiving other exotics from the loot pool, enhancement cores, and enhancement prisms. As far as weapons go, I use the exotic linear fusion rifle Arbalist with its new and improved anti-barrier mod, the Arc submachine gun Aikilos SMG, and the Threaded Needle Void linear fusion rifle paired with particle deconstruction. As I mentioned before in this Lost Sector, you will be facing enemies with arc shields, specifically Hive Knights. Although to be honest, I don't actually recall seeing any when I ran through this. I think they replaced them with the anti-barrier champion knights, but I digress. You will also be facing unstoppable Hive champions and barrier champions, so make sure you have the right weapons and your mods on to break their shields before you start, as your weapons and gear will become locked once you enter. Arbalist will generally be used for popping off barrier shields and shooting through all shielded enemies. Take advantage of this exotic's intrinsic trait, Compounding Force, which fires slugs that cause massive damage to enemy shields, stunning all barrier champions with a single shot. Pair this with the particle deconstruction mod, and you'll have yourself a force to be reckoned with. There are 7 barrier champions in this Lost Sector, so if you are not using Arbalist, which I recommend you do, any auto rifle or Ariana's Vow will do just fine. The first barrier champion will be in the first room before the floating ledges. The second barrier champion will spawn with a group of adds from under the floating ledges. The third barrier champion will be guarding a crystal on the lower level of the boss arena. The fourth barrier champion will also be guarding a hive crystal on the second level of the boss arena on the left side. The next barrier champion will also be in the middle of the boss arena, also guarding a hive crystal. And the last 2 barrier champions will spawn with the boss, so try to kill the ogre as quick as possible. Aikilos SMG will be used for those close encounters and any arc shields if you see any. To be quite honest, I think you could use any weapon in this slot, like an arc pulse rifle, the BXR-55 Battler, or any close to mid-range weapon. Threaded Needle will generally be used for champion and boss DPS, and when paired with the mod particle deconstruction and the 50% increase in void damage, will absolutely delete all champions. As far as unstoppable champions go, there are 3 in this Lost Sector. The first unstoppable champion will spawn in the boss arena on the lower level after you defeat the Hive Barrier Knight. The second unstoppable champion will also spawn in the boss arena after you defeat the Hive Barrier Knight, guarding the crystal. And the third and final unstoppable champion will spawn in the boss arena before the boss after you kill the Hive Knight, guarding another crystal. Combine all 3 of these weapons and you may find this Lost Sector a lot easier. Like, way easier. Anyways, Guardians, that's all the time I have to focus on this specific Lost Sector. If you found this video useful and or informative, hit the like button and leave a comment down below. And as always, this is Doodle from Doodles of Destiny.